into the lights.
Nike Lake Resorts. That's a landmark Nike Lake Resorts. So let's explore this beauty in Enugu State. You do the entrance. Nike Lake Resorts. Oh, maybe the Landmark Lake Resorts. Oh well. The Landmark Nike Lake Resort. That's the name right now. It's a new name. Ever wondered why this resort is actually called the Nike Lake Resorts? There you go. That's a lake right behind me. Very big lake. You can look at the boat there. You could use to cruise, if you will. You see the boats? That's the boats there. Fabulous place. A fantastic place for some relaxation. You know, there's still a lot of work to be done. Landmark has actually taken it over. And you know what that means? It is now in the private sector's hands. And first, they did a name change. And second, they're going to start building something around it. So I'm looking forward to what Landmark will be able to do with this lake. What they'll be able to achieve with what we've got here. It's a fantastic ambience, fantastic environment, quiet, really, really fantastic for if you really need a place where you could relax and cool off from the hustle and bustle of the city. The Nike Lake is actually outside, the town. It's a little bit a distance from the town, the Independence Layout, the GRAs of this world, but I mean, it is also within distance from town in case you want to move from here into town to have your meetings. But it's a place that is quiet and a beautiful place to cool off and do whatever you want to do, right? Renovations going on there.
Come with my towel. In fact, I came with 2 towels.
From northeastern Borno, where they are assisting the military in fighting jihadist group. The coalition took the fight to Tony.
Why don't you capture the bank?
Hi everyone. So at the Nikki Lake Resorts in Enugu, well, they call it the landmark Nikki Lake Resorts. They are actually doing some renovations in the hotel. It's not been a long time since Landmark took over those premises. Of course, you know, Landmark is a prominent first-class hospitality business, so they're taking up this place for maximum improvement in terms of quality of service and infrastructure.
But one of the things that this government did, I've not seen anything. Why don't you capture the bank?
We saw it. So let me start from the macro to the micro,
Okay.
or from the simple to the detail, right?
Okay.
So simply, this is a destination resort, and we need to return it back to its former glory and its past glory, in simple terms.
Okay.
But who are we, right? We're destination creators. So we're not hotel operators, by the way. We're destination creators. So what we're going to do here is very
Okay.
different from whatever has been done here in the past few years. This place is probably 45, 50 years
Yes, it is.
done now, right?
Okay.
Old, and there have been various managers and various ways of trying to deal with this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing we want to do is bring as many people here as possible. Create a destination. The second thing we want to do is we want to keep them here as long as possible. So we want to give them things to do. We want to give them amazing experiences, exceptional adventure, and then the third thing we want to do is make sure they go away and tell other people about us, right? Look, there are three sets of people who come here, right? And the good thing about hotels like this, or resorts or destinations like this, is you can do many things, right?
All right.
So first, it could be MICE, right? Meetings, incentives, conferences, and events.
That's right. I did my research.
Yeah, you did. You have the knowledge.
I did.
And the thing about MICE is people don't realize how important it is to an economy, a city, a region, a country.
Okay.
MICE has built countries. Dubai is based on MICE. Singapore is based on MICE.
You don't
I mean,
say.
even major cities like London and New York started from MICE. I mean, it's all about attracting people to have their meetings, their incentives, their conferences, and events and exhibitions.
Okay.
Right? So we want to recreate that. And, look, we've only been here 3 months. We took over this place 3 months ago. And we've had some iconic MICE events already.
Okay.
And we have a big one coming up, the Nigerian Bar Association, which 2,000 to 3,000 people turn up, right? We hosted the Anglican Bishops Conference, we hosted the Editors Guild, we hosted Rotary. So that 3 months, we've had quite a few events. And one of the great things about this environment and the governance of this environment is that the government is very keen on making Enugu a MICE center for the region. Right, so we're going to help with that. The second thing, which you've rightly pointed out, is we want this to be a holiday resort. So whether you're coming for a city break, for a couple of days, you're coming for a couple of weeks with your family, we want to recreate this idyllic location so you're comfortable. You can walk in the park, you can swim in the pool, you can go to the lake, you can go on a boat ride, you can go to our adventure park, you can do a whole variety of things, right?
Okay.
So if there's something to do, it's going to be here, right? So that's the second. And then the third thing is thrill seekers, adventure lovers, right? We want to attract, whether it's sporting, whether it's music, whether it's fashion. There'll be a lot of shows and festivals that we're going to attract here. So those big, bulge, heavy people events. So we're going to do that. So we need to make sure that we curate not just the environment in a way that it meets these three sets of people, but also curate the hotel in a way that it meets these three sets of people without interfering with each other. The great thing is that the platform is already there. The hotel has 3 wings, right? And we're going through a process now of renovating the hotel. And we're putting some individual style into the different parts. Enugu as a state has almost 5 million people. The city has circa 1 million people. And correct me if you know more about those numbers than I do.
Data is correct.
But the region, within a 2.5-hour drive of here, there are 50 million people, right? Now let's talk about flights.
All right.
Within the 1.5-hour flight, obviously there are 200 million people, right? Just in the country alone. And then and further abroad. Now this used to be the capital of all these central states. So there's a lot of affinity towards this place. A lot of people come here and their parents are here, or their grandparents, or they have real estate or investments here. So there's a lot of attractions in Enugu. And we just have to give people a reason to keep on coming back, and then give them a reason to stay a bit longer, and then give them a reason to invest a little bit more, right? So Enugu is ready for 3 reasons. One is the governance is ready. The people who control Enugu state have decided that they want to make Enugu a center of gravity. It's so important. If you don't do that, you're not ready, right? So that's that. I've seen that firsthand in Enugu. I've seen the transformation in a short period of time, and I can see where it's going. The second thing is what I just mentioned, the numbers game, right? Find out where the people are and get there first, right?
So we do have the numbers.
We have the numbers. There are 5 million people in the state, there are 1 million people in the city, and there are 200 million people in the country. But the point is that the region has 50 million people within effectively a 2.5-hour drive from here. Right? So that makes it ready. And the third thing is where we're sitting today, in the landmark Nikki Lake Resort. I mean, there is nowhere in the country, I defy anybody to tell me there's anywhere in the country that has the potential that this place has.
And that's coming from you?
Absolutely, nowhere in the country.
Okay, that's something.
I mean, look around, it's idyllic, it's large, it's already got the hotel, obviously it has to be renovated, the services are available. I mean, the lake is there, there's an island in the lake. I mean, there's nature, there's nowhere like this. So if we can transform this into the #1 destination in West Africa, we're going to have a good damn effort at trying, right?